All right, well, secret's out. I'm pregnant. Yep. That's my big secret. It's the reason why I've been in a funk all these past videos. I've talked about it, how I've been in a funk, and that was just like the closest thing I can use to describe how I was feeling without saying how I was feeling. As of today, I am 13 weeks pregnant. Well, as of recording this, by the time you're saying this, I'll be in the 14th week, which means I'll be in the second trimester, which is usually the time that you can announce these things, because that means that everything's going well, usually everything's like healthy and stuff, and the chance of miscarriage goes down a ton. So I'm pregnant. That's it. That's the big reveal. It probably like makes everything a lot more clear in the past few months. I mean, I got the freaking pee sticks. I got my little baggie because I did pee on them, so that kind of grossed me out. But yeah, I got the pee sticks, and then here's my first ultrasound. I'm able to have like digital pictures of it now in this wonderful modern age, but I did print out the little picture of the little baby, the very first ultrasound. Just so I have it, I mean, like, baby's first picture. I know my mom still has like my very first ultrasound picture. Coffee bean. You're ruining the moment. Coffee bean. Come on, get down. So yeah, I'm pregnant with Christian and I's first baby. I say first like as if there's gonna be more, but I have no idea. Don't take my word for it. I can't guarantee anything. You probably want to see my bump, but sad to say there's not very much there. I think I'll put on some of my tights so that you can see probably more clear than in this dress. But speaking of this dress, I put on this dress because my little baby is due late October, so I got my Nightmare Before Christmas dress because it's one of the things that it looks cute on me right now with my little growing pregnancy belly. And yeah, we got a late October baby. Oh, that's so exciting. I've always wanted my birthday to be in October. I have a July birthday, which means growing up I had swim parties and stuff, but it's just so hot, and so I always wanted like an October birthday so I could have like Halloween themed birthday parties. So I hope our baby really likes Halloween, because I'd love to throw some little Halloween themed birthday parties for this little guy. Oh yeah, speaking of that, we don't know the gender yet. Usually you don't find out the gender through ultrasounds, looking at the bits and everything, until much later. But actually, as of recording this, tomorrow I'm going to my appointment and I'm going to ask for the gender blood test where they find out. So I think pretty soon we'll be able to find out the gender of the baby, which is really exciting. In some of my symptoms that I've been feeling this first trimester, it's kind of leaning more towards one gender, at least that I think, according to like my family and all of their stories of their pregnancies. It sounds like different, like I don't know. So like everybody's different. But yeah, we'll find out pretty soon. I don't think by the time this uploads, because I think we'll find out afterwards. So sorry I won't be able to tell you right now. But just like as like a background, like our little like pregnancy story, we weren't trying for a baby. We were actually avoiding everything. We were trying to avoid pregnancy. That's the kind of like stuff that we were attempting to do. This came as like a pretty big surprise, because I was like in denial for like the first few weeks. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm definitely not pregnant because we've been avoiding it, and I'm such a stickler for all the rules and I follow everything. I'm a big nerd that way, I guess. And so when my period was late, I was like, what? Like this is so weird, because I had all of like the normal symptoms for my period, like cramping and maybe more emotional, sensitive and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, like my period's gotta be coming any day now. Nope, no period at all. And then I went and I took the pregnancy test, and I kid you not, I was not even done peeing on the pregnancy test, and the line that's like the pregnancy line, there's a line that's the control line that just like that shows up no matter what happens, and then there's the pregnancy line, and that one was bright blue or red. It's like brown. It's probably oxidized by now because it's been a couple of months. Pure, like, full pigment on the pregnancy line. I was like, oh, I'm pregnant, I guess. So because we're avoiding pregnancy in every shape and form, we kind of just have to accept that this is just some sort of like fate, destiny, a sign from God that I'm just supposed to be pregnant right now and I'm just supposed to have our kid, like it's just like one of those things that I think is just out of our hands, because we probably weren't going to try like for a kid for probably a couple more years. Like that's just like what we thought of. I think Christian was like more like open to the idea of kids at any point, but it's like it's hard to say because Christian and I personally, we don't know anyone real friendly that has a kid, at least that's like our age. Like in my family, the youngest is 16, gonna turn 17 this year, so I haven't seen a baby in quite a bit. I mean, well, I know I know of friends that have kids at about this age. Our friends that like moved out of the state, they don't have kids and probably won't for maybe a little bit. I don't know I can't speak for them. I don't know what their plans are. It's hard to say like when we would have gotten like the baby fever to like, yeah, let's have a kid kind of thing. I'm gonna be the first in my family to have a kid, so I'm gonna give all of the grandparents their first great grandbaby. That's a pretty high honor. And my mom is like the oldest of her siblings, so like and I'm her kid, so it's like, and then I'm gonna have the first of this generation, so that's a lot. It's a lot of pressure. And Christian and I think we are in a very fine, like suitable situation to be able to have a kid. We're both, healthy, and I think we can financially support a kid and not go broke, I guess. We won't be balling in money anytime soon unless my art career blows up or something, or this YouTube thing works out pretty well, then yeah, we are in fine situations to have a kid, so it's like I really don't have too much to complain about other than like my personal plans and goals that I had for my life, and Christian as well, of course. I just like I can't help but feel like a baby. I feel like I got that Gen Z humor sometimes. So it's like, oh wow, like I'm gonna have to raise another kid this year. This is crazy. Like not even thinking about all the changes my body's gonna have to go through. I mean, right now, I'm starting the second trimester with barely anything going down here. Like you probably couldn't tell that I was pregnant if you just looked at me. Like bringing this back to art and this channel, having a kid is not gonna change me being an artist at all. If anything, it might inspire me in the future. Plus, like being an artist, I think it's one of probably the best careers that I could have, that I could also be flexible enough to help, that I could also raise a kid. Yeah, I'm really blessed for the situation I'm in, but I can't help but feel like really overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, just like me personally, I know everything on paper, everything, let's have a kid. Can't help but like me being like feel really overwhelmed. If you see me like talk about that in like future videos, then yeah, it's just everything I got going on in my head, and I have to reassure myself that everything's gonna be okay. We'll be fine. Yeah, I could very much be an artist and still be a mom, like I got the studio from here at home that I could work on and still be a mom. Plus Christian and I have amazing support systems. My family, his family, were so excited that I'm pregnant and there's gonna be a baby in the family. We have so many people that can help us with growing this kid with taking care of this kid. So if you want more pregnancy content, please like this video. Like I can't stress that enough, but that like you are very interested in me talking about my pregnancy. I know this is like my art channel, but it's also like me, like in Armida. It's Armida's channel. Even though art is a big part of my life, of course, that's never gonna change. I'm always gonna be an artist. It's my everything, basically, my artwork and my paintings and stuff. But if you do enjoy pregnancy content and you are very interested in me talking about pregnancy, maybe like the mental health topics that you want me to talk about while I'm trying to figure out motherhood, being like 24 turning 25 years old, old. I know I feel so young. I feel like it's so young to be having a kid, but my body can handle it. So yeah, please give it a like if you want more content. I can definitely do a whole separate video where I just talk about my experience with the first trimester, my symptoms, maybe more in detail, how I found out that I was pregnant and telling my family. But yeah, I just keep telling myself that I'm being a big baby about being so worried about, raising a kid, because the two biggest women in my life who are moms was my mom, of course, and Chris's mom, Renee. They've been such a huge help in like helping me with any questions or concerns I had while, dealing with the pregnancy this early on. Is like they like my mom and Renee, my mom and my mother-in-law, had to deal with so much worse during their pregnancy. Like hearing that they were able to get through it, and they were able to have me, and I think I turned out pretty good. And Christian, which turned out to be like he's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little choked up just talking about my moms. But like my mom, like when she was 3 months pregnant, my dad died, and so she had to deal with the grief of losing her husband her whole pregnancy, and then having to deal with growing me. That's insane. I can't even fathom if something were to happen to Christian and I had to go through that too. And then my mom raised me, and then met my stepdad while and they got married when I was 4. And then I feel like my mom did a pretty good job raising me. I feel like she was pretty strict. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like I turned out really good. I made good choices. Her and my stepdad were really good examples for me. And so if she could get through that, then I can get through this. I'm healthy. Christian's healthy. We're in good situations. And then Renee, my mother-in-law, during her pregnancy, Christian's father just became out of the picture. And so she had to deal with that. I'm not too sure how much of her story she's okay with me telling. And Renee is amazing. She's like literally like an angel on this earth. My mother-in-law. I know not many girls can say that about their mother-in-laws, them being like pure angels. I just love these women so much. That's why I'm getting so emotional, and I'm just so proud of them and stuff. And so like their stories, of course all the other women in my life too. It's just I love them so much. I know they're gonna be great. They're gonna be wonderful grandmothers to our little kid. Yeah, and that's not even getting to like all my wonderful aunts that have kids as well, and my grandmothers. Our grandmothers were so excited to find out that I was pregnant. Okay, I got this a fun story. So like my nana, she was the wonderful woman that I was named after, Nana Armida. she could tell I was pregnant because of my boobs. So before I told anyone that I was pregnant, I still wore like tight clothing. Like, me, I love a good crop top and high-waisted jean. And so I had pregnancy boobs in this tight crop top. She could just tell that like my boobs were huge. And she told me this too. When I told her I was pregnant, she's like, I could tell, Armida, because of your boobs. And I was like, oh my god, she's 80 years old and she's telling me about my pregnancy boobs. Oh my gosh, Nana. Oh, but she loves babies. My Nana, Armida, loves babies. She had like 6 kids. I remember before the pandemic, obviously, whenever I would take her to run errands, sometimes she needed a ride to go to the store or something. Every time she saw a baby out in public, she would always like chat with the mom and like play with the baby, do little like hand signs and stuff like that. Maybe even like touch them. I mean, she's a cute little old lady. Of course, she would ask permission first, but it was just like, oh my gosh, this woman wants great grandchildren, and she's gonna get one. I love her. I love my Nana so much. I definitely felt a lot better about my pregnancy after telling my family, because at the very beginning it was very scary. I told my family, my cousins, my aunts, and everyone, and they were just so excited, so happy for me and Christian that I did start to feel a lot better after that, like emotionally, like in my head. But then the nausea and fatigue hit me, so it was like I've been in a huge roller coaster these past few months, and I've like held back from telling you guys about it. It's a lot, it's a lot. Some stuff you just have to deal with on your own before you can like share it with the world publicly. So oh my gosh, I can't. It just feels so good to get this off my chest, because I've been you can't even imagine how I felt these past few months. And it was only like recently that the nausea's like starting to die down. I think I figured out the method and how to like figure out the pregnancy symptoms. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to share. First off, I mean, I got plenty of other stuff to tell you if you want more. But I think that's enough for today. For like I get too emotional and stuff like that, and maybe talk more gross stuff than maybe that you don't want. So, before I go, let me throw on some tight clothing so you can get a good look at the bump. I mean, there's not much right now, but I think it's a good idea to document it and show you at this moment in time. I'm about to start the 14th week and second trimester. Who knows? Maybe I'll just like whoo, just like whoa, and just like get huge from here on out. But it's so hard to tell. Here's to the bump. Okay, I'm back, and I put a little crop top on and some leggings, and yeah, this is my bump. These are my pre-pregnancy leggings. Yeah, I mean, like, this is me because of food. So these are the kind of leggings I put on before the pregnancy to feel nice and slim, but they still fit. Don't got much of a bump. I got so much going on in my background that it's hard to show you hey, cough. Hi, somebody wants attention. Yeah. Say hi to the people. Hi, we got Coffee E-Bean. Hi. I think we found out how to like hold him better. Well, as I put him down. Okay. I think his sister was using one of the litter boxes, and he likes to harass her. Okay. Yeah. So this is my bump. Not very much. Yeah, I haven't really gained any weight on the scale yet. Yeah, so that's it. So that's my bump update. So yeah, if you like this video and you want to see more pregnancy content, please give this video a like. If you want to see more of me and my work and my pregnancy, then please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye.